probably means everything to me really. It's pretty hard to walk away from. It's playing 280 so games for the club, and captaining quite a few. It's going to be with me for the rest of my life, and I just love playing for Nottingham. I love the city. I love that's why I've been here for so long. Very passionate about it, and it's going to be a tough old place to walk away and never come back to, never play for them again. I might hopefully one day come back and see how I go from there, but to actually never pull on a shirt again for Nottingham and tie up my boots and run on, it's going to be something that I'm going to miss immensely.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go.
Breaking the record for the most games for Nottingham, or league games for Nottingham. I think I'm just one above Jacko, which I'm sure he's going to absolutely smash my record, but I'll take it for now. And being the most kept captain for Nottingham history, and it's been 100 and however many years the club's been going for, and I think it's going to be quite a hard achievement to break unless someone comes up, a young boy, and stays at the club for kind of 10, 11, 12 years. It's going to be a pretty tough gig to follow on. So that to me, I would have never thought when I first came in for 6 months that I'd get any kind of record like that. I was just coming to play some good rugby and see a bit of the world, and so that's probably my proudest moment is playing so many games for the club and enjoying being at this club, and also my 250th game I led my daughter out, which is a big thing. I was going to take the twins out too, but they had probably run different directions or whatever, so I just took Mia out on the pitch, and that was a pretty emotional time for me, and she's always been there since I think she was 3 weeks old at Meadow Lane, so she's been there for kind of 4.5 years non-stop, pretty much, dragged along to every game. So that was a pretty emotional time to have her out on halfway with me and be my mascot for that big game. So that was a pretty big moment.
But in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind.
There's been few really, like a few years ago back when it was quite amateur, and we ended up one year we were nearly getting relegated into the third division, and then we changed our team around and we got to grips, and that was my first year as captaincy, and we got the club promoted into the the championship now, which was the old National One. So for me that was quite a big, pretty big season, and I think that led us on to where we always finished from there. Glenn built a big squad and a really good squad, and we ended up, I think we finished second equal with Exeter, and that was the year before they got promoted in the Premiership. So that was a pretty big one. But yeah, and also I got loaned out to Leicester, and I got an opportunity to play against the world champions at Welford Road in front of 25,000 people, and we ended up beating South Africa. And for me, I come off the bench after 10 minutes as a sub, and I thoroughly enjoyed that game, and that was pretty to be chucked in a different environment and with those likes and those amazing players, and just enjoy that moment, and I think that'll stick with me as well. So even though all those years there's a couple of different flip sides of it, but just being involved in the club, mate, for 11 years is probably the proudest thing, to be honest.
Worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
No, just for me, I wanted to see us get in the Premiership. That's one of my major goals, and it's a little bit frustrating that I'm leaving, not getting them to the Premiership, or helping, if it's not me, helping the boys get to the Premiership or the club to the Premiership. And I know we're there or thereabouts. A little bit of a frustrating season last year, but we're not far away from it, and I think we've just got to get back to the boys wanting to, every time they put on their shirt, that Nottingham shirt, that means we're there to go to battle with each other, and we're there to perform. And the biggest thing for me is remember that every game, I don't care who you're playing, Nottingham jersey means a lot, and we just need to have guys that want to play for each other.